Elijah Schaffer scandals reveals hollowness of trad movement. Okay, so we're going to ease into that later. So we'll just kind of leave that there and park that here. So there's multiple reasons why I'm showing this. One is I'm showing you an example of the radicalization that's taking place here in Texas and the things that are being said. But I'm also going to be showing you the stories coming out since he attacked the Muslims and Indians 16 days ago on his Rift TV channel. It seems that he himself has been exposed and things are coming out about his adultery. He clearly is an alcoholic. We'll take a look at his appearance in a recent video, and we can see that this dude has fallen apart. So there's a point in that, and I'll share this on a regular basis, slowly but surely. But the short of it is that we're dealing with extreme mental illness, people that aren't healthy, people that are drinking, people that I would say are affected adversely by the solar cycles. And they're projecting and punching down on other people as if they're possessed, right? Same thing with Bondi. Bondi, like a lot of women in our culture, right? They're going to look away from the Epstein things. They're going to look away from the things that white men do, and they're just going to focus on the Afghans. Case in point.
Or how your agency is ready to give the president a $230 million payday, which is unconstitutional. The Constitution is clear. The president shall not receive any payment except his salary while in office. The fact of the matter is that you will be remembered as one of the worst attorney generals in history. An attorney general who has prioritized obstruction over justice, corruption over the law, fealty to the president over loyalty to the Constitution. And Mr. Chairman, I will yield.
Gentlelady yields. Gentleman from Missouri is recognized. Excuse me, gentleman from Kansas, the Attorney General, former Attorney General, Mr. Schmidt is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and General Bondi, thanks for being here. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we talk?
I do. Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, my friend, for many years. I find it interesting that she didn't even want to try, Congresswoman Crockett, to ask any questions, because she certainly did not condemn her leader, Hakeem Jeffries, for taking money from Jeffrey Epstein after Epstein was convicted. And I will be brief to give you your time, Congressman. This is what she didn't want to talk about. Texas, from Cuba, convicted, homicide, arson, weapon offense.
Convicted. So what are we talking about? Convict Texas, some of these perpetrators that rape these women that are sitting behind you. That you refuse to even
non-white person 1, non-white person 2,
gentleman from Kansas,
non-white person 3 from, drum roll, please.
General, did you have anything further to say?
Texas, convicted of homicide. Cecil Joseph,
person of color 2,
from Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Texas, convicted
and
for
now,
kidnapping,
from
rape.
stage 3, he's from?
Khalid Khan
from
Afghanistan.
No, I didn't get that.
Khalid Khan from Afghanistan.
Looks like Hamid.
Khalid Khan from Afghanistan.
Oh, I thought he was from New York.
Khalid Khan from Afghanistan.
Okay, so that's what we have to clean up. Okay, got it.
That's why
they
want to talk about Epstein.
Yeah.
And not what's happening in
because they love the Afghans so much. Yeah, and that's what left-leaning women that think that I'm weird need to understand, that you're being lied about all the time by right-wingers. They're constantly saying they love Muslims, they love brown sausage. Well, there is a thing for black guys, and we got it. It's in porn. It's being promoted by Tubi. It's promoted by all these corporations. We're basically being recreated as a people. I understand that. But no, there isn't this widespread interest in guys that are sons of the immigrants, that have no status, that are philosophers online. That's a lie. So there's a lot of distorted beliefs that these right-wing males have about what left women support and want, right? And it's very important for them to understand that they both have been propagandized by the same machine, especially since the war on terror. There are major overlays that we can see, okay? So I'm now going to show you Paul Joseph Watson. This is being recommended by the algorithm, okay? And so this is being recommended. Everyone is effing mad. And then he says pattern recognition. I say pattern recognition, but it's about seeing, right, the connection between like certain things, like when the sun is active, certain types of crime, but this is like a perfect example of a person speaking in code. This is a guy who used to put out great content in the past. When I first got on the internet, I came across his website in the beginning when he worked for Alex Jones. And it was about shine the light on the surveillance society, on Big Brother. They were warning about detention centers way back when. They seemed to be legitimate when they talked about, 9/11. They may not have been intelligence agents at that point. They certainly seem to act like they are now. They're tools of the system of white supremacy regardless. At that point, there was nothing white supremacist about his website, about his content, nor on InfoWars, although he leaned to the right in a few ways. But there were a lot of legitimate things. And something happened on the way to Babylon after 2012, in that cycle of time, where a lot of people, not overnight, became more and more and more hateful to where they transformed into monsters. Okay, and the next generation of monsters are coming. So you have a whole generation of young children, a lot of young white children, also Latina children, Hispanic children, black children that are watching this content, blaming the same ethnic groups, same countries of origins for all of their problems, for all of their rapes. These are obvious strategic calls to arms in the digital age via AI to hurt those people. Do you understand? And that's why these things are happening.
I know, he's not going to the club, I know.
So this is a part of a propaganda campaign to only focus on the idea of this Muslim rape gang invasion without looking at the totality of these people and the culture. And so if there are problems in certain areas, address those problems with immigration. Because it certainly seems like, from what we see here and what's being reported in the UK, that people have been sabotaged. And people are being basically scapegoated. Or people are basically under the umbrella of collective punishment.
Pattern recognition detection activated.
You okay? You okay?
Something tells me they're not okay.
You okay? No? You're not okay?
They hang around nightclubs waiting to pounce on drunk girls.
You know these?
Yeah.
You know them, yeah?
Yeah. We are.
No, you don't know.
Together in the club.
Yeah, you're not with these though, are you?
Yeah.
Lots of people do that. And that's not okay.
You're not with these though, are you?
Time to feign confusion.
Sorry?
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not with them, are you? You're in jogging bottoms, you ain't getting a no club in jogging bottoms. You were literally, I saw you pushing her. She looks scared for her life.
No, not at all, man.
What?
Okay,
What are you talking about?
okay.
Yes.
What are you doing all tonight?
Notices the camera.
She looks scared for her life, man.
Okay, man.
I know you're just walking away.
Okay.
In 2007, I was doing a man on the street thing where I was trying to interview people about what they felt about the potential of Iran being bombed. And I asked a black man what he thought about it, and he blew up on me, going, "Aren't you one of them sand niggers? Aren't you one of them Arabs or Persians?" He was really mean to me, and I never forgot his face. When people say that black people can't be racist from NPR and the left, or just the whole controlled woke movement, when people ignore that this anti-themism includes other groups and people don't care that when Iran is being called this, that, and the other, and they say they're sleeper agents waiting to attack, and people stare at me with fear at the market, I know what they're thinking. Okay, and there's hardly anybody Arabic or Indian that is ever in that store in Kroger that's near where I live. It's only whites, blacks, and Hispanics, and usually, in this particular geography where we're considered, lower class or lower income, unattractive and obese, with zero athletes of any kind ever being seen in that grocery store. It's just a nasty cesspool of a lot of people that are not well. And then there's me, healthy, intelligent, reads books, writes books, and nobody wants anything to do with me. Okay, so in this culture that celebrates obesity, alcoholism, having sex with as many people as possible, people like me that have a spiritual glow, I'm treated like I'm enemy number one. And the other main point that needs to be made is that the world, overestimates the threat matrix of foreign people on every conceivable level, whether they be Indian, Afghan, Muslim, whether it be in the European Union or in the UK or here in America, especially here in Texas, right? So I deal with people that have persecuted me, and I told you they locked me up for evaluation just because I talk fast and have powerful looking eyes. And I'll stand against human trafficking I'll stand against the pornography that's promoting human trafficking, that's putting the minds of these ICE agents, that's putting the minds of these thugs that are kidnapping women off the street, including 12-year-olds, locking them in rooms, then selling them into child sex trafficking. They got these ideas from somewhere, right? And there's still women out there that are blaming all men because of what Epstein's doing. Now they're saying it's all men, that this reflects on all men. So, like, I'm literally up against, like, what seems to be like a world of demons in both male and female form that are pointing their finger at me, and they're taking this programming from the internet, from social media, from TikTok, from Facebook, from the presidents, from these wars, from their neighbors, from their spouses, from their husbands, from their wives. Okay? And they have taken on a hateful way of being. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but we can go ahead and scroll forward.
He's just attacked me. He's under arrest. Who are you arresting, bro? I don't.
Seems like many of them are more afraid of flags.
I was taking the flags down. I find it really offensive. I think we've got no humanity left in this country. It's shocking. It's racist. The fact that this big man is aggressively standing in front of me, raging, and then pulling these flags back off me says it all. Says it all. There's so much.
I think that there should be, like with me in Portland and me in Portland white women, that there should be like a journalistic union because we're fighting the same fight. And I've been trying to protect Portland and warn Portland, and I'm not happy with certain editors in certain publications over there that, you know, didn't protect my privacy when I asked them to, when I asked Aaron to, from WW, the editor there at WWeek.com. You know, so I have not seen anybody try to do a human story on what I understand is going on and how we can prevent it through solutions, through community building that are actually inclusive, because that's what I'm saying. It's not an inclusive world at all. People are being marginalized based on all types of views. It's something that I'm going to continue to write about. Can't speak about it all now, but continuing the point about the death toll. Okay. So there's a massive death toll when it comes to Afghanistan that hasn't been counted. I always suspected that it was probably 1 million dead, not a few 100,000, but like 1 million dead. Right. And so they don't count the death toll because they don't believe that those lives have value at all. I mean, they're against that type of thinking. That's why so much torture happened over there. So that's the point that needs to be made. Okay, so the Dallas Express, the People's Paper, it's funded by dark money. They have staff. They work basically around the clock, but it's not really clear how they get their funding. Right? They don't have major advertising. You don't run a website like this and make a lot of money through the Google ads. You'd have to have massive traffic. So if someone's funding this, they have an agenda, right? And it slants towards Russia. It slants against the left, and it slants against Muslims, and it slants against immigrants. And it defends white supremacists. It promotes white supremacists. And it seems to possibly be engaging in fake news and disinformation. And so this website is leading the way, as far as I know, when it comes to this. And there's a reporter that talked about this at the Texas Tribune. And that's where I learned about this. So Texas Tribune, Texas Observer, Dallas Observer, Lone Star Left, those are the main 4 Texas websites that have a certain amount of truth to them. Lone Star Left did retweet or resubstack, reshare yesterday's post. Left-leaning Ninth Circuit allows Trump to resume ending deportation protections. This allows DHS to move forward, ending DPS protections. They also got rid of the bond program. They got rid of the bond program, so the people that are being taken into ICE, there's no way that any form of money can get them out. So we're going to cover this story. Then we're going to go over here and look at Elijah Schaffer.